Okay, so the fastest and easiest way you can start making beautiful melodies is simply by using 2 fingers. Now, let me give this an example right here. We're gonna start this melody in the key of E flat like this, and you can follow along. But you can leave your hand literally right here, the right hand, and just use 2 fingers. And usually beautiful melodies, you use a 4-5-6 chord progression. You go like this up, and then you could use 1 finger like this. And then right here, the right hand, you could just press this key down like a G minor and just move your fingers around like this. Don't move your hand. It's that simple. You don't have to move your hand at all. You can honestly just use these 3 keys, which is a chord of G minor. Most of us know this is G minor. And in this channel, we like to teach chords and not a lot of MIDI notes, but you can use this right here and just move your finger up the scale and then go down. You could go ahead and steal this strategy. And once you want to get a little bit more advanced, you can start adding octaves like this. And then when you get even more advanced, you can start adding big chords like this. If you keep practicing just those 3 basic steps, eventually you'll be able to play the wider chords and so on and so forth. But let's not leave this here. Let's see how a nice melody can come out using different sounds. So the first instrument that I'm going to use using that same chord progression is this sound called warp tape brass inside Analog Lab 5. I'm just going to go ahead and use the same chord progression I was using, just with a different sound. Just gonna go ahead and manipulate the MIDI notes a little bit here. And I'm gonna go ahead and EQ it, reduce some of this low end, some of this high end, because these frequencies are hitting pretty hard right now. Now I'm gonna go ahead and use a nice cinematic piano inside Keyscape. And this piano sound is gonna give it a lot of ambience and texture. So let's go ahead and add this in. Just gonna go ahead and add some delay here just to give it a little bit more of an ambient sound and not make it sound too dry. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and EQ some of this low end, clean it up a little bit, maybe raise up a little bit of the echo here. Go ahead and reduce some of this mid section and just clean it up a bit until it sounds nice and pretty. Okay, for my next sound, I'm gonna go back to Analog Lab 5 and I'm gonna use this sound called Air String 1, and it sounds pretty nice. Go ahead and EQ a lot of this low end because it has way too much low end. Maybe just get that middle section of this sound so it won't clash with other frequencies of the previous sounds I was using. And even though I'm not mixing it like super perfect, I'm just getting a little taste for it. When I go ahead and mix it at the end, it's going to sound completely different. Right now I'm just doing little tweaks here and there so my ear can feel a little bit more pleasant than using a natural sound. I mean, just leaving it the way it is. I just like to tweak things here and there. And if you're liking this video so far, go ahead and give it a thumbs up because it helps the YouTube algorithm. I'm pretty sure you know that by now. And let me go ahead and just mess with the effects here inside Analog already just to make it sound a little bit better to my liking. It's sounding way better now. Now this is super unnecessary, but I'm just gonna go ahead and add this. This is probably too much already, but I'm gonna go inside Pigments. And again, this is another plugin that Arturia has. I really love Arturia sounds. And I'm just gonna go ahead with the classic lead and just improvise a little bit. after recording that, I'm going to go ahead and reduce some of that high end, some of that low end, and leave more of the high mid section. Now I'm just going to go ahead and mess with some of the effects inside Pigments to clean up the sound. Fix the MIDI notes a little bit, maybe quantize some here and there as well. Now, most of my melodies, I feel like I love to add a vocal sample. This is completely optional. You don't need to do this. I just like to do it because it just creates so much more soul to a melody, especially if you want to hear it more R&B-ish or whatever. I like the sound that it creates once you just add that melody, and then I decide whether I want to keep it or not. Beautiful sounding melody. And I'm just going to reduce again low end, high end, and leave mid section. At the end, I completely rearrange everything. I just want to clean it up for the moment. Go ahead and add an adaptive limiter just to make it a little bit louder, and use some Valhalla Vintage Verb to give it more ambience. Mess with the EQ a little bit. I think for now it's not sounding too bad. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and add a clap. Now I'm gonna choose that sounds a little bit more sharp. And now for every 4 bars, I'm going to add a different clap that has kind of a ring to it. Now I'm going to go ahead and add some hi-hats. For the hi-hats, I am going into the R&B Madness kit and getting all of my sounds. I do want to kind of have like a drill similarity, but I don't know. It's not exactly drill. Now I'm going to go ahead and add an 808. EQ this 808 so it could punch a little bit harder, because right now it's a little bit muddy. We might just leave it like that. Now I'm going to go ahead and add an open hat. I think an open hat will definitely make a difference in these drums already. Now the last thing I'm gonna add is kind of like that snare chant, that snare that hits flat, almost similar to the song that Chris Brown just brought out not too long ago called It Depends. I'm kind of want to use that sound. I kind of like how it sounds, so let's go ahead and add that in. I did add way too many snares, so let me go ahead and clean it up and just make it hit here and there, not every time the bass hits. Now I'm going to go ahead and add some Valhalla Vintage Verb, believe it or not, because I want this to echo, have that similar sound. All right, now it's time to just rearrange the beat a little bit, EQ it, do a couple tweaks here and there. Actually, a lot of tweaks maybe. Just adjust it to my liking. Let's hear the final result in 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Bless those keys, the RMC.
you're still here listening at the deep end of the video, comment down below, deep end of the video. So thank you so much for those that are still, you know, tuning in, watching, liking, commenting, everything. I really appreciate it. Just love cooking up, showing, you know, the process that I'm doing. So if you're enjoying that stuff and if you want to see more videos like this, go ahead and click on this next video right here. Until next time, stay blessed and stay positive. God bless. Till next time, peace.